Many of us can relate to that dreadful roller coaster feeling when your heart drops to the pit of your stomach. The pounding of every rushing heartbeat sends the overwhelming flood of negative narratives through your mind's eye. Thoughts invade a mind like marching ants in a mission to devour a sugar hill. And before you know, big raindrops of tears flood your blushing cheeks. The need to run away fast, hide, anger, frustration builds. Or maybe you're the frozen one stuck in a moment of time where no secret door of escape seems to be found. This was my first experience with anxiety. The terror of doom lurked throughout the corridors of my mind. For many, this is what anxiety feels like. My first experience with anxiety was years ago. My spouse and I was celebrating our anniversary on a boardwalk in Washington. What a grand occasion, having fun in the sun and laughing. We decided to take a Ferris wheel ride overlooking the water. So excited and pumped for the grand adventure. Little did I know, anxiety was lurking. We boarded this ride, huge Ferris wheel shaped like an oval spaceship, and sat patiently as the other passengers began to board other pods. With each loading process, we are descending higher and higher above the water and suspended in midair. Never once did I feel afraid, laughing at my spouse while he videotapes us, going higher and higher above the water. He's having a grand time talking about the water and rocking the pod as he films and talks. And all of a sudden, my mind conjures up images, thoughts, negative narratives of heights and water. The thoughts hit me like a runaway train and flooded my sight with unforgiving doom. Tears accumulated rapidly and began to fall down my face. Who hijacked my brain? Fear encompassed my hands and feet frozen. I was too afraid to wipe the tears, so I let them run and fall. I quickly began to panic and look for emergency lever to get out of this pod, but my body wouldn't allow me to move. My poor spouse was so involved in the filming that he never realized I was in a full-blown anxiety attack. In a moment of shock, he realized these were not tears of joy. Unfortunately, this was all on camera. Frozen in the state of anxiety, so afraid to move, and of course, I forbid my spouse to move either. He had to sit directly across from me to balance the pod so that we did not experience any excess movement. How silly, I thought. I have done this 1,000 times with no major reactions. But why was this time different? Did you know that according to the US worldwide statistics, anxiety is the most common mental health disorder in the United States? That results in 40 million Americans suffering from anxiety-related disorders. The American Psychological Association describes anxiety as an emotion characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure. The DSM-5 purports an anxiety disorder is a common mental illness defined by feelings of uneasiness, worry, and fear. While anxiety occurs for everyone sometimes in their lifetime, the person who suffers from the anxiety disorder reports experiencing a disproportionate amount of stress. Well, this is all fine and good, but what the heck do I do when I've been hijacked?